your creative efforts.
Makes sense. Pretty cool,
That
man.
would be inappropriate if I spoke like this during the course of the entire interview.
I'm sitting here with a comic book legend, Senor Fabian Nicieza. Does that sound right?
You did it very well,
Thank
except I do want to point out to the audience at home, we're actually standing, not sitting. Okay?
Oh, yeah. You're
Because
right.
if we were sitting, we must have incredibly elongated torsos.
That's right. I think we're mutants.
No, I'm not a mutant.
No. Okay, I speak for myself. Okay.
You might be a mutant, but that's why you're hounded and persecuted, and I'm not.
Okay, you're right.
Wait,
You're
I
right.
slipped into Anchorman voice just like that.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
All right, sir. So, I don't even know where to begin. How has your journey been in your, we say 30 years of comics?
Wow, 30-year journey. Let's start at the beginning. This is going to be a really long interview.
You are going to love this story. I promise you. It's got fencing, fighting, revenge, giants, monsters, true love, and miracles.
My career has been really, really good. I'm relatively happy with everything I have been able to accomplish and the money I have been able to make and the love and adulation of the fans that I have been able to enjoy. So overall, pretty darn good.
That's what I like to hear. So, are you excited to see the growth of your awesome co-creation, Deadpool, to the place where it is now?
It has been fun to watch happen, but it wasn't an overnight thing. I watched it happen over the course of many, many years. The movies kicked it up quite a notch, and
Absolutely.
that was good. At the end of the day, I get the same check whether he's super popular right now or not, so it doesn't make that much of a difference to me. But I guess I'd rather people enjoy it than not care at all.
I mean, do you get stopped in the street like, hey, that's the Deadpool guy?
Usually just because of how handsome I am.
I mean, of
I'll get
course,
stopped
of
in the street
course.
often. Men and women alike will just walk by and give me an extra little look
How could they not?
because I'm pretty. But they don't usually stop me because they know I co-created Deadpool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's really fair. What would be some inspiring words you would give someone trying to step into the industry nowadays?
Okay. First of all, do what you love to do. And that's the only way you'll ever get better at it. So if you want to write comics or draw comics, then you have to write and draw comics. Second of all, don't waste your time by trying to come up with stories for Batman or Spider-Man or Deadpool. Come up with your own stories and learn and grow from that. If an editor at DC or Marvel Comics is going to want to buy your work, they're not necessarily looking for your Deadpool or your Spider-Man or your Batman story. They're looking to see that you know how to write. Then they'll assign you or hire you to write something.
Actually, Matt, I kind of want to be a writer.
Well, Lottie frickin' duh!
But I also think that the way the industry has changed in the last 15, 20 years has been for the better, in that you're often just as well off doing your own original creator-owned material as you are working for one of the big companies. So I would heartily recommend to young people to focus as much on that as thinking that you need to do a mainstream Marvel or DC superhero.
Makes sense. Indies are blowing up right now.
Well, everything. I mean, just having the ownership over your own content, your own material, it gives you benefits that the companies don't provide you. The companies might be able to provide you some measure of stability, although not much in the industry anymore. But you'll never get ownership. You'll never get an equitable distribution of earnings off of that material the way the company will. So, quite frankly, you're better off trying to find ways to make it for yourself than you are to make it for them.
Makes sense. Because you're creating something with care, you should reap those benefits.
Well, yeah, and look, everybody writing and drawing for Marvel or DC is creating something with care.
Yeah.
And look, I've done work for hire work my entire life, and I'm fine with that when I know the situation I'm going into. But I've also done a lot of my own creator-owned stuff, and I like that too. You know, because my career's been so long, which is a nice way of saying I'm old now. because my career has been so long, I have a pretty fair perspective on the pluses and minuses of both sides of that coin, and I don't think it's a binary choice necessarily. I just think you have to be judicious and smart about how you apply your creative efforts.
Makes sense. Pretty cool, man. I mean, that's
wow, a serious, intelligent answer in this silly interview. Go figure.
I mean, you have to be a smart guy to last this long.
Well, either that or I have to have a lot of photographs of a lot of people.
Okay.
Which may be the latter. There may be that.
You know where the bodies are hidden.
I have a few on you.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Not impossible.
It wasn't me. I'm not going down for this.
So, what's been some of your proudest, latest projects you've done?
You can take a swivel of the camera later and show my debut novels.
No cap.
What does that mean?
It's what all of my fellow Gen Zers say. Slay, FR, trauma, Genergy, 4-hour work week.
Books are from Putnam Publishing. That was honestly, writing a prose novel is something I tried to do several times, and I was never happy with my results. I never finished what I started. To actually finish a manuscript that I was doing for me, not for anyone else, because I never thought it was going to sell or expected it was going to sell, was very, very rewarding personally as a writer. The fact that it got to sell and got the response that it got, that was all like almost like the cherry on top of the sundae, and it was incredibly validating and rewarding to get to do that in my advanced years, to get to sell your first novel the year you turn 60, to get a children's animated series on a streaming app, which was a Stan Lee property called Superhero Kindergarten. To have that happen also the year I turned 60 was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Within 3 months of each other, my first cartoon came out that I developed, and my first novel came out that I wrote. So that was kind of good.
That's like a sweet
What does
V-Day.
he have in store when he turns 70? Who knows?
I feel vigorous.
Let's stick around and find out.
This is the first time Hugh's handlers have ever let him outside. He's never been in the sun before, and he's never touched electronics.
What?
Good sir, I gotta say you're the funnest interviewee I have dealt with in quite some time.
I appreciate that very much.
You're amazing.
Thank you very much.
I want to wholeheartedly thank you on behalf of a longtime geek that's been getting comics for over 30 years. Like, your work has been outstanding and has that great influence on me and
appreciate
others.
that.
So.
I was very glad that I was able to plant the seeds in your brain, which would one day grow.
Oh no, you're a villain.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It only corrupted me this much.
Just that much.
Just that much.
enough.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right. This is Joe the Beast McCoy, All Comics Access, and Mr. Fabian Nicieza. Rise up and geek on.
Hasta luego. We're filming.
We're recording now.
Started
Ready when
yet.
you are.
I'm ready now.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why you didn't stop.
I can't help myself. You bring the instigator out of me. That's amazing.